Okay, so Angela Leadsome stood down as candidate for the Conservative Party leadership today. Now, there was previously three candidates. There was Theresa May, Gove boy, Michael Gove, and Angela Leadsome. Now, Angela beat Gove over the secondary position, with Theresa May obviously leading the way. And so, they got the two leadership candidates that they wanted. Now, out of all of this, Angela Leadsome has suddenly decided to step down. Now, it looks very pressured with the way that it was done on the news. Like, 60 MPs all stood round her just unspeaking. It's like, you'd better stand down or we'll hunt you down. I don't know. It just seemed very forced and very, you'd better say the right thing, you'd better not make it look like we pressurise you out of the position. And then all of a sudden it's just Theresa May, who was the only one left, so she has to take charge now. It seems a bit stupid, really. I mean, if Gove wanted to be in it, then surely Govey boy should get a chance to run for it. I call him Govey boy because Tory boy and all that. He looks a lot like him, although it's more David Cameron with the thing that I posted on Twitter about him driving past the job centre. We should have known back then. I mean, that was clearly David Cameron, and he looks a lot like Michael Gove, yes, but that's just because the fast show guy looks a lot like Michael Gove. Anyway, and then Angela Regal has suddenly decided she wants to run for Labour leadership, and well, not so suddenly, but she announced it today, and the BBC cut her off mid-speech, which was very funny, to put daily politics on. So she just started a speech, and then she's like, nope, we don't want to know, we don't care, goodbye. Which is pretty much the whole thing of the country, because, I mean, we don't want Angela Regal. Jeremy Corbyn has rightfully been elected. He should stand and stay elected. He doesn't need 20% of the votes to run for against a contested thing, because the wording of the legal document states that it's someone who's contesting the leadership that has to get 20% of the party votes to be able to do that, and all that bullshit. Not the person who's already in charge. They automatically get to go for leadership. So if they want to try and scum him out of the position, then there'll be major uproar. I mean, not only are people not going to be happy that he hasn't been fairly given the opportunity to run like he should be, where he will win, because that's why they don't want him to fairly run, because they know he'll win. They want to kick him out and get rid of him. No, you can't do that. That would be really dumb. Not only would the public not stand for it, they wouldn't ever vote for anyone who did that. They would not vote for Angela Regal to lead the party. They would not vote for anyone who beat him unfairly like that, just kicking him out of the position. Just prior to Brexit, they were, oh yes, Jeremy Corbyn should get a chance to go for the general election. He's been rightfully elected. All of a sudden Brexit happened. Oh shit, he might stand a chance of getting to the general election. No, we can't do that. And then there's the whole thing where it's nearly 200,000 people signed the petition for a general election before the 2016 or whatever the last non-general election anyway. And now that Brexit happened, they were saying, the fixed term Parliament Acts that the Conservatives bought themselves the instant they came into power. So, that's why they've claimed that they can't do it. And then there's calls now, but they'll still probably find a way to bullshit out of it and leave Theresa May in charge, who admittedly seems to be claiming that she wants to be more left-wing and all that, but it sort of smells a bit fishy, and just like, she's trying to get the country behind her, but she's not actually going to do it. And she got a very battle axe Thatcherite sort of sense about her, and I don't know. And was there something called the Leadsome inquiry? Because, I don't know, the Leadsome inquiry just seems to sit in my head. But, sometimes things before they happen. So maybe there is more to do with the Leadsome thing with her standing down than meets the eye. So maybe there will be the Leadsome inquiry in the future. But I've definitely heard of the Leadsome inquiry. But, I don't know, it may have been MP expenses scandal rather than something to do with this, but who knows? I mean, I did a brief 2 second search. It wasn't on the first page of the results, but you know, it's all full of Theresa May versus Angela Leadsome shit now, even though I did put inquiry. So, you know, that's not the easiest thing to find online, but it definitely sits them ahead, the Leadsome inquiry. So, I don't know. There's something strange going on there. But yeah, Jeremy Corbyn should be standing against whoever wins. And it's just all the politics is going through major transformations, but they're trying to hold on to all their old school shit that doesn't work for the country and the country doesn't want. So, yeah, it's just not working out, is it? UK government people, it's just not working out for you at all. So do let Corbyn stand, because people will vote for him. He will win for the Labour Party. You get rid of him, you're losing your votes to other people who have better policies. Because people vote on the policies. You just want blind Labour followers who don't care what they get, whilst you've turned Labour from that to that, where the Conservatives are there. You want to kiss Conservative ass and be Conservative, when Labour core voters were there, and, you know, maybe there, and maybe Corbyn's there. I don't know. You know, maybe not quite, but I mean, there's a big gap between Corbyn, where Labour maybe, and where you want to be, because you want to be Conservative-like, kissing their Conservative ass. No, and that's why people don't vote for you. That's why people are voting Green or Green and other shit. And, you know, Green, UKIP. Who knows where UKIP stand anymore? I mean, they got rid of their leader, and I guess they don't stand for anything anymore. Even though at the last election it wasn't all about immigration, they had a lot of good things for the young people and the unemployed and all the other stuff. And the Green Party as well has good things for the unemployed and the young people and the poor people and the workers and the good people, not the shitheads. You know, the top 10%, and then there's Theresa May saying, "Oh well, we're gonna make sure that we got a country that's not for the top percent." Yet you're clearly doing that for the top percent. I mean, let's cut all taxes. Who benefits the most from cutting the taxes? The poor people who need the things that the taxes pay for, or the people who earn millions and don't really get affected by taxes? I mean, oh no, I've lost a couple of 100,000 of my 500 million. Fuck you. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, that was an exaggeration. But still, I mean, they can afford it most of all. They're going to be the least harmed. But, I mean, you want an ever closer country, right? By cutting all the taxes, here's the close country. Tax gap. Because, I mean, wages of the rich people suddenly become 1,000,000 times higher than the wages of the poor people. Because you've cut all the taxes, and yes, the rich people pay higher pounds in tax, a much higher pound rate that keeps them lower. You know, it makes the country closer and more equal, because for the same percentage, even though the rich people don't, poor people seem to be paying more tax than the rich people, especially in a percentage of your income and your disposable income. Yes, indeed. You know, there's a big gap in the percentage of your disposable income that goes to tax. The poor people paying a lot more than the rich people. If you cut all the taxes, then the rich people go flying a mile. And hopefully don't break your PC. Thankfully it's still running, but I mean, because I've got it loose. But you get what I'm saying? I mean, you're just creating further inequality and further gaps by doing that. It's dumb. It's really dumb. And, no talk of what the Brexit money is doing. No, we just avoid that subject, you know. Nothing to do with Brexit money ever getting mentioned ever again. Because it's all gone in their back pockets. And that's where they're happy to do it. I mean, MP pay raises, yes, well, now we've paid for it by Brexit. Haven't we? Oh, the MP bar. Oh, we spent it all on Brexit. No. It's just, but it makes us look like we're one of the people because we're drinking the alcohol. Oh, just like you. Come on. You're funding yourselves to get drunk on taxpayers' money. whilst you're cutting benefits and everything. And for people who are looking for work, and all this other thing, you're just being really, really shit. So no, Conservatives, no. And no, we don't want Conservative like Angela Eagle either. No, not at all. We need Corbyn. Corbyn will sort out the country. He'll keep the Human Rights Act. He'll keep all the laws that we need. He'll make sure that business stays and works. But no. The people at the top, they don't want that to happen. And it's just all of the bullshit. So, ugh. But hey, I mean, you know, you're meant to be impartial as a media, but you report things as they are. Some report things as they are. And that's as they are. The people want Corbyn. You know, you try and find loopholes to get rid of him. It's just bullshit. I mean, he's been fairly and rightfully elected. You shouldn't be doing 10 months after he's been elected trying to get rid of him when you said a month or 2 months ago that, hey, you know, he was rightfully elected. He should stand a chance of going for a general election and everyone should get behind him. And then all of a sudden, all the Labour MPs, they want to do other things. So, you know, losing faith in Labour, losing faith in any MPs. But, I mean, if they want to be done like that, then, well, that's why people don't want to associate with politics, because all the politicians fuck it up. But the only way that you can do it is by voting and by getting involved. If you just bury your head in the sand, that's what they want. They want you to bury your head in the sand and just ignore it, because then they can carry on fucking up the country and MP expenses scandals and doing whatever the fuck they want, because, hey, they think you don't care because your head's buried in the sand, and they'll just chuck all the rubbish on top of you whilst your head's buried in the sand, and you won't notice that you're getting buried in shit. So take your head out of the sand. Get involved. I mean, if you want the country to work well and you don't like how it is, get involved. It's the only way you can make a difference. You do not understand that. So yeah, there are more young people getting involved, so congratulations, and it's good to see. But for the people that aren't, I mean, come on. You know, if you want change to happen, it's the only way you can make it happen, is by doing something about it. If you just lay back and take it up the arse, then you wonder why your arse aches and things aren't going good for you, then that's why. I mean, do something about it. Stop it, you know. Get something done. Anyway, thanks for watching. Just let's have some more. Goodbye.